Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Fantasy Matters Fantasy Football Podcast, Season 5 for us, Episode 7, looking at Week 3 of the NFL fantasy season. We got a lot to talk about. There's so many injuries. Me and Brendan decided to switch up our format a little bit, talk about the injuries, and see if we can put some rosters back together. Because I'm sure a couple of people out there got hit. Let's see how Brendan's doing. You doing all right, man?
I don't even want to talk.
What are you talking about? What's wrong?
Man, the Eagles are terrible.
It's not that bad, bro.
No, it's not that bad. I'm just joking.
You won your fantasy game, though. You
Against who?
beat me. I'm so mad. I'm so upset.
Like, when I tell y'all what I went through to beat him.
Break it down for him. Tell him what you went through. You did go through a lot, though. You did.
Tua got hurt.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I don't have Tua.
Right?
But I had Tyreek Hill.
Right.
No Tua.
No
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, that was tough.
Joe Mixon got hurt for a little bit.
Yes.
Right when he started rolling. Joe
Yes.
Mixon got hurt.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Bro,
great.
I hope that one doesn't last too long. That was your guy. That was an outstanding pick.
Brandon,
so, yeah,
now
he
you-
went through a lot.
He gave me 5 points.
It's training camp for him. He gonna come back. Just be patient. You're 1-1. Ain't no time to panic. And that's basically what we're gonna talk about tonight. But yeah, keep going. Go ahead.
Jaden Daniels can do everything but get a touchdown.
Yeah. But he's playing better than what we thought. We know he's an NFL.
He's playing better than what y'all thought. Don't do that.
That's true. I take that back. He's playing better than what I thought. He's a legit
There you
NFL talent, without a doubt. Without a doubt, he could play.
That's
What
about
else you
it.
got on your team?
That's about it.
That's about it?
Mhm.
You done? You good?
Yeah, I had Gino on the bench give me more points than Jay Daniels, but that's fine.
Oh, yeah. You can have
I
that.
had Jerome Ford give me more points than Tyreek Hill and Brandon Ayuk combined on the bench.
Oh, see, that was the thing, right? So I had a chance to go see the Browns at the Jaguars, and Deontay Foreman was running the ball a lot more than Ford. I noticed that too. But they both did work.
Mhm.
But yeah, hey, you got to win, bro. Win and survive.
2-0.
That's all you got to do.
2-0.
That's even better. Yeah, I thought you were 1-1. Okay, so you're 2-0. I'm 1-1. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, stop complaining. All right, let's get into some of these injuries because a lot of rosters were impacted. So we were sitting around just thinking, all right, let's talk about the injuries, see if we can help some folks put their rosters back together. Brendan touched on the major one, Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
Bruh,
That sucked.
what you think, man? Should his career be over? Yeah, I think I would give it up. Yeah. There's just every concussion he gets, his whole body just stiffens up. It's hard to watch, and it's just time to move
Yeah.
on, man. It's just not a good look. There have been other athletes that kind of gone through the same thing. Jordan Reed, the tight end for the then Redskins,
Mhm.
Javid Best played for the Lions. They both had to walk away from it early
Yeah.
because of concussions, but I didn't understand why he's not wearing that Guardian cap on his helmet. I mean, I know it doesn't look the
He needed
coolest, but yeah.
he needed.
The crazy thing was he got hurt in a concussion with DeMar Hamlin, the only other dude I feel like shouldn't be playing football
Everybody
right
in the comments is like, it's either me or you. One of us is going down.
well,
And I'm like, yo.
yeah. Well, we got a report today that they put him on IR, so he's at least out for the next 4 games. But it just gets to a point for me where I kind of hope he's done.
Yeah, and with me having Tyreek Hill, Tyler, what's his name? Tyler
Huntley.
You better get right. I don't need this Skyler dude throwing picks, all right?
Skylar Thompson might not be that. How you feel, though? But an honest question. And you touched on it. Since you have Tyreek Hill, do you panic or you
No.
feel okay?
I mean,
You
I got to
good?
play him. I mean, what am I going to do? Put
For
him on
sure.
the bench?
You're
Nah, I ain't
exactly
gonna do
right.
that.
Yeah, I think to me, like maybe his elite numbers come down to like
Mhm.
very good numbers, but he's still gonna get his.
Mhm.
I do worry about some of the other dudes like Waddle, Johnny
Like,
Smith.
yeah.
You worry about them. But I feel like if I had Tyreek Hill, I feel like,
I think it depends on which quarterback is throwing to him.
and their coach is super smart. He's gonna
Yeah, he
scheme
gonna figure it
ways
out.
to get his best player the ball.
Mhm.
And it's to me, that's the key to NFL offense. You look at it and you say, from a fantasy standpoint, do the best players get the ball? So
Yeah.
I think he'll be fine. Definitely no panic with Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, if Skyler throwing the ball, I'm cooked. But
Yeah.
if Tyler throwing the ball, I might be all right.
Yeah. What about some replacement QBs for Tua? Give us a couple.
So first up, we got Sam Darnold. They're going against the Texans.
That's a tough matchup, but he's been playing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been playing well. I like that one. That's a good one. And he's getting the ball to Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
To me, that's another
true.
key. The quarterback is getting the ball to the guys that can play. So Sam Darnold for sure.
You know the Texans are the only team in the AFC South with a win?
Yes. I'm not really like super surprised by that. Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. That's all. I just had to say that.
No, that's good. Good work.
All right.
Good work.
Deshaun Watson versus the Giants. Never thought we'd hear that name on here.
Yeah. So, he didn't look bad against the Jaguars. He made a couple plays. You're like, okay, definitely athletic. Definitely, yeah. He made a couple plays. But the Giants, he should be good money against the Giants. That's a good one.
But that's what I thought about Jane Daniels. We're not going to get into that.
Brian Robertson Jr. went off, though.
He did. He did.
He went off.
He did. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he definitely went off.
And then speaking of the devil, Skylar Thompson. He plays Seattle.
I mean, it gets to a point. Maybe you wait and see what it's going to look like, but you got to give him a shot because he's the one throwing it to Tyreek Hill. He's got weapons, and
we'll see what he can do with it.
Yeah, I mean, the coach feels good about him, so hey, maybe fantasy guys need to feel good about him too. That's good on Tua. Well, no other quarterbacks really got impacted by injuries in week 2, so I think Brendan gave you a good list of replacements if you had Tua. That was good. Let's jump down to the running backs. All Isaiah Pacheco, fractured fibula, out 6 to 8 weeks, which is terrible because he was killing it. Yeah. He looked really good. And it was different because the Chiefs normally bring in a third down guy or a short yardage guy. Nah, Pacheco was doing all of it.
He was doing all of it.
He was the guy, man. That was that one kind of messed me up.
And your boy.
Yeah, man. This killed me. Kenneth Walker III, an oblique injury. And they say it might linger. I don't know if he's going to play week 3 or not. So I'm kind of struggling. But I think as far as some replacements go, if you look on the Chiefs roster, obviously they just signed Kareem Hunt, brought him back. And it's crazy because you were a lot younger. I'm not sure if you were paying that close attention to football back then, but he was on that squad when Patrick Mahomes was getting started.
Oh, yeah. Old Kareem. Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah. Remember? And he did work. He had some trouble off the field, and they had to get rid of him. His career kind of went in the tank for a little bit. But, man, if they can bring him back and he can kind of rekindle that old magic, that might be serious. But,
no, I wasn't in the league yet, but I was trying to help you out in the draft. You didn't really listen to me because I was a kid. You didn't really listen to me. The only person you cared about in your team was Julio Jones.
That was my guy, man.
That was your man
old
crush.
School. Yeah.
Don't nobody know about that.
No, most guys in the league know about it. But yeah, Kareem Hunt, he's back. They signed him to the practice squad. He gonna practice a couple of days. He gonna get some carries next week. Carson Steele, the rookie from UCLA, he had a fumble week 2, so I'm not real sure.
That's good. He a rookie.
Yeah, Andy Reid don't play that. He don't play that. If you fumble, put the ball on the ground, they might not see you again.
Yeah, you know what? Just hang your cleats up. Give me your pads.
Yeah, and then they still have Samaje Perine too. Samaje. So you can look on the Chiefs roster and kind of replace Pacheco. It's going to be hard, but it's worth a shot. And obviously, if you have Kenneth Walker, you might want to go grab Zach Charbonnet. He had a decent game week 2, 48 yards, he had a couple catches, so it's not bad. If you're looking outside the Chiefs roster, check out Antonio Gibson with the Patriots.
Yeah.
Coming off a big week. They're at the Jets, which is tough, but he had 11 carries, 96 yards.
Ramondre get hurt?
No, they just shared the carries.
They just shared?
They ran it a lot. So they actually look pretty good. So Jets is a tough matchup, a division game, but Antonio Gibson could be in play.
Okay.
We talked a little bit about Deontay Foreman running for the Browns. He had 14 carries, 42 yards.
Yeah, and they go against the Giants.
Yeah, he almost snuck in and got a touchdown too, but he's pretty good. He might be good money. We talked a little bit about Charbonnet. 14 carries, 38 yards and a touchdown, 5 catches, 31 yards on 5 targets. So it's going to be hard to replace Pacheco and Walker III, but there might be some guys that can help you out a little bit. You want to take the wide receivers? There's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah. Dang, you know what? 2 of these dudes are my boys.
Yeah, 2 of your guys for sure.
You know what? We're gonna start with the real GOAT.
Okay.
Cooper Kupp.
Rough.
Yeah, ankle. He's out. He's out for some extended time.
Yeah. That was tough to watch.
I don't know. He's out. Puka's out.
Yeah, they are just.
I don't know what they. I don't know what they're gonna do. They got 3 old linemen that's hurt.
Yeah, it's
like
tough.
It's like a train wreck over there.
It is. It's tough because and that's a great point. With the linemen out, you got to worry about Matt Stafford.
Honestly,
man.
I think that's worse than having. I'd rather deal with Puka and Cooper Kupp being out over the old lineman on any day.
I'm not mad at that. You're 100% right. Yeah, you're 100% right.
Yeah,
but
you got to
It's tough. It's tough over there with the Rams for sure. I don't know what you do.
I think you just got to pray Kyron Williams don't get broke up.
Yeah. And they got Blake Corum too.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll feature those 2 running the ball a lot more But, I think if any coach can kind of scheme his way out of all these difficult injuries, McVay might be able to do it. Smart dude.
The only problem is I don't know if many people even have the Rams tight end.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just like at that point, you might as well get rid of him. He's not really going to be a tight end anymore.
Yeah.
He's going to be an extended right tackle.
Yeah.
Or an extended left tackle. He's just going to be blocking the whole game. That's just what it is.
And to help out. Because, even when they played the Cardinals, I had Kyler Murray, so I was watching that one close. I was like, they got to do something, man. Why is Stafford taking so many hits? But it made sense after I read the article that talked about the offensive line.
Yeah, everybody hurt.
Yeah, I picked up DeMarcus Robinson. He had like 50-some yards. I thought it was going to be more, but they were just on top of Stafford like right away. Mm-hmm. So it's tough over there, like you said. Cool.
All right, we got Debo, calf injury.
Yeah.
They say he's going to miss multiple weeks.
Yeah, they say he's going to be out for a minute too.
Yeah. He's a great player. I'm an Eagles fan, so I really don't like him. I really don't. He talked too much.
Yeah.
He talked more than Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. That's saying something.
Oh yeah. That's
saying something.
Yeah.
I don't really like him, but as a person, he cool. I hope he get healthy quick.
Yeah.
I got Brandon Ayuk, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah,
Brandon Ayuk, I'm gonna need you to catch. Let's do this. This week coming up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need 500 yards.
Oh my God. Okay, don't make it too unrealistic, but go ahead.
All right, fine. I'm gonna need at least 100.
Yeah.
And 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns for making me struggle.
He's the featured guy.
He better.
With Samuel
He
out.
waited all that time to get that money. He ain't doing nothing.
Got paid. Yeah, he got paid. He's the guy though. Yeah, for sure. Him and George Kittle, they gonna. If you have those two, your roster's gonna get a boost. But if you had Debo, it's a little rough. It's a rough.
Both of our boy.
Yes.
AJ Brown. Hamstring day to day. So I got some news to tell you. I'm sorry.
Oh, bro, I'm already prepared for it. Their bye week is week 5.
So technically,
go ahead.
Before the game yesterday,
he
said that he's expected to be out 2 or 3 games.
For sure, because it makes sense. Think about it.
So that day to day, might as well got to change.
It might be week to week.
Sorry, Pops.
But that's the thing. I don't expect to see him before week 6 because they have a bye week 5.
Yep.
And it just doesn't make sense. And they're definitely going to be patient with him. So, this hurts my squad because he was my second round pick. I was like, no. But, we'll see what we can do. But, he's going to be out for a minute.
All right. You got Jahan Dotson.
Oh, yeah. He did great last night.
Yeah, he did great for you.
How'd that work out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who did great for me?
What?
Smitty.
Oh, yeah. He's a number 1 guy. Yeah. I mean, he stepped up. But honestly, I picked up Dotson as a free agent like on Sunday during the day when I figured out Brown was completely out. Because I figured Smitty would get he might get 100 yards. Maybe Dotson will get 50. Mm-hmm. But it was nowhere near that. Nowhere near that.
Nope, not even close.
He didn't even
get 10.
He's on the all Band-Aid team.
Dang, the Band-Aid squad.
Yeah, I got to do it. I got to do it. But we got some other injuries. So A.J. Brown, definitely bad news on that one.
Jay Jettis.
He said he'd be okay, though.
He got a 97-yard TD and said, you know what, I'm hurt. You know what, I'm done.
He nice, bro.
Why?
He's an athlete. He is nice. He's nice. Big fan of his.
Sam Darnold threw the ball so high, I thought he was going to hit the jumbotron.
He did put some air on that one.
He put some air on that ball.
But even at the draft, we kept talking, is Justin Jefferson's quarterback situation going to impact his play?
Did we know he was going to have Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
We did?
Yeah.
I felt like.
Yeah, with Sam Darnold, and they also drafted a rookie from Michigan. I apologize. I forget his name. But, the rookie hurt his knee. He's out for the year, so it's Darnold's job. But Justin Jefferson said, "I'm good. I'm gonna play. Everything's cool,"
right,
which is good. Yeah.
The last injury we have for wide receivers is Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, it looked bad, but they say he avoided it.
He good?
Yeah.
Okay.
They said he had like cramps and a slight contusion, but they say
is he gonna play?
To go. Yep. He said he's good.
Okay, that's good.
So if you had Amon-Ra or Justin Jefferson, you should be good. No worries. No need to panic. You should be all right.
All right.
But Cooper Kupp, Debo Samuel, A.J. Brown, you might need to panic.
All right,
what you gonna do? Give us something.
So we got some replacements for the Rams roster.
Okay.
So we got DeMarcus Robinson.
Yeah.
That's your boy. You got him.
I picked him up, yeah.
Tyler Johnson.
Yeah.
And Tutu.
Yeah, Tutu Atwell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you get down to Atwell, you kind of digging deep.
Yeah.
But Robinson has the most tenure with Matthew Stafford, so he probably should get more balls. But it's gonna be tough.
I remember when Tutu was a guy last year.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
he came on late.
I had him.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. If your nickname's Tutu, you all right.
Nice.
That's right up there with Man.
So now we got some outside of the Rams roster.
Okay.
We got Rashid Shaheed.
Oh my God, bro. Slow down when we talk about this dude, because we hyped him up last year and he I won't say disappeared, but he had some up and down games. But man, you feel like he's arrived, because I mean, he's getting like a explosive play touchdown every week.
And look, I'm telling you right now, the Eagles play the Saints next week.
He
gonna light the Eagles up. I'm telling you, he gonna light the Eagles up.
You better back up. Dude, his whole family is fast. Seriously, his mom and dad ran track at D1 schools, and he's got 3 sisters, and all of them run track. The whole family is gifted.
The whole family
bro.
can move.
He can run, man. He is unbelievable. Might have to pick him up, man. Four balls, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
Hey.
3 carries for 13 yards. He's a part of the game plan.
That's most of the number 1 receivers.
Yeah. Rashid Shaheed, good one. Keep going. Do your list.
Jerry Jeudy versus the Giants.
He did look good. He did look good. 5 for 73.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a nice one. I like it.
Jordan Addison, he's coming back from injury.
Oh, that's right. He hurt his foot.
Yep.
Oh, so he might be back week 3. Okay.
Juwan Jennings, 2 for 37. It's not bad.
Nah, but he's on the 49ers roster. So basically, he's probably going to start.
Yeah,
I got you.
With Debo going down.
See, that's some quality help right there. Brendan's on his game.
I try sometimes.
You killing
it. I had to do something. We ain't had no internet yesterday. I couldn't watch the Eagles game. I had to do something.
Oh my God.
Oh man,
I'm not even going to tell you why the cable was out. It was ridiculous.
Oh man. All right, and then the last one is Quentin Johnson. He is 6'4", 215.
Dude, he has that catch radius. All Chargers receivers.
That's all you need.
Big, tall dudes. That Mike Williams.
I was about to say they got one every year.
Yeah, you're right.
They got rid of Mike Williams. You know what? Just get his replacement.
They've been waiting for him to come around too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe week 2 was a springboard for how his career is going to go. But 51 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Oh my God, that's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
It's hard to ignore that, man, because like I said, he fits the mold of Chargers receivers in years gone by. So
my dog Jay Herbo, he'll get it to you.
Yeah, he will. We know he's a proven arm, so yeah, that's good. Quentin Johnston. All right, bet.
All right, so you want to take the tight ends, or you want me to take the tight ends? How you feeling?
I can take the tight ends. It's short and sweet. We had 2 guys that are kind of in that injury history, David Njoku and Evan Ingram. David Njoku, they said he should be back week 3. It wasn't a high ankle sprain. It's not as bad as they thought.
Okay.
Evan Ingram's different.
Oh.
He got hurt in warm-ups, hurt his hamstring. It got real tight.
Is that what you texted up into the group chat?
Yeah, that's what I was texting y'all about. I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, he just pulled up, grabbed his leg, and hopped right to the locker room.
Oh.
That was it. So yeah, he was out. Happened in pregame warmups. So some replacements, if you have Evan Ingram, or if David Njoku they decide that David Njoku's not going to play on the Jags roster, Brenton Strange. Okay. He caught 3 balls on 6 targets for 65 yards. That's not bad as a backup tight end. So I'm pretty cool with that. I feel good about him.
Okay.
Mike Gesicki.
Might get sticky.
Yes, sir. Your boy. On the Bengals, 7 catches on 9 targets for 91 yards.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's nice right there. And then Hunter Henry for the Patriots.
Ooh, okay.
8 catches, 12 targets, at 109 yards.
What is going on?
So get on your waiver wires tonight, because I'm sure free agency opens for the week.
All these tight ends starting to start hooping. Because look, Jaden Daniels was throwing to my dog Zach Ertz.
He did. I almost put Ertz on here.
You should have put Ertz. That was your guy. That is my guy. You got to do it.
That's your man crush.
You could have took.
Yeah, it's like some of the guys that you wouldn't expect are balling, and some of the dudes that we're kind of leaning on are really not.
Aren't doing anything.
It's tough to say.
Yeah.
But that's probably to me, to fill a roster hole, that would be my 3 for this week due to some of these injuries. Brenton Strange, Mike Gesicki, and Hunter Henry.
And Zach Ertz.
And Zach Ertz.
My bad.
Honorable mention to Zach Ertz.
I just had to cough. My bad.
No bad. No problem. All right.
So then for kickers, we only have 1 injury for the kickers. That's Graham Gano, hamstring. He gonna be out a few weeks.
Yeah, they say he might be out for a minute.
Dang.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah.
Hey, but look, Giants holding out tryouts.
They got some guys coming in.
You want to go out there?
Nah, that's a hard job, bro. That's a hard job. That's a hard job.
I can kick a 10-yard field goal. That's about it.
Honestly, I don't think I could. I
might be able to kick a 10. That's about it.
Nah, I know I couldn't. So if you had him, even with the trials they have, and give us some replacements, who would you replace him with?
Cardinals kicker Matt Prater. They go against the Lions this week.
Yeah, that should be a high scoring game.
Daniel Carson on the Raiders. They go against the Panthers.
Oh God,
Dude, you play. Hey. So look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
He gonna have to stretch.
The thing I did. I picked up the Chargers defense because I knew they was going against the Panthers.
That was smart.
So you know what? I'm gonna give y'all some sauce.
Give them the sauce.
Whenever the Panthers play somebody, just grab the defense. If you're not comfortable in your defense, just grab them.
Yeah,
just grab whoever the Panthers play. Just grab their defense.
Yeah, it's rough down there in Carolina. How do you feel about them pulling Bryce Young for Andy Dalton?
That's not that much of an upgrade.
Wow,
my bad, Andy. That slipped.
That slipped out.
That slipped.
Right.
You ain't got AJ Green. This ain't years ago. My bad. That slipped.
Right. Oh, they were tough. They were
nice.
Tough.
Oh, they was nice.
Okay.
But we're getting off track. I think it's too early.
Really?
Dude, it's the Panthers.
I know.
What they think Andy Dalton gonna do? I don't think Andy, unless y'all got some sauce.
Yeah.
I don't think Andy Dalton's gonna do that much better.
Dude, we've been listening to TV shows all day long, and some people say it's the player, and some people say it's the organization, but
it can't be the
player.
I am not blaming the player.
Man.
I'm not gonna lie. Pat Mahomes, he's a different breed.
Right.
But if you put Pat Mahomes on there, they might win 7 games instead of 0.
Yeah.
Like, Pat Mahomes, he's good. But there's not many quarterback. There's no quarterback that's gonna take that team to the playoffs.
Right.
No quarterback.
I don't disagree with you.
So I just think he's a good quarterback in a terrible situation.
Okay. I don't disagree with you. I think you're right. The thing that bothers me is he hasn't gotten better from last year.
With what?
But still, even just the decision making and the game management, it doesn't look good. Actually, I think pulling him is gonna help him because it can't get worse if he's on the sideline.
Okay.
He
might get traded to a better team and be a backup.
Maybe so. But even still, they drafted him number 1 just last year. And you're talking about a total reset after drafting a dude 2 years.
Yeah.
And that might be an option. I'm not saying it's not an option, but from an NFL business standpoint, it sets your franchise back. But
who they draft this year? What was their number 1 pick?
Receiver. I forget his name. But he was a receiver.
I was about to say, y'all need to give him some help.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, what was you stopped at Daniel Carson? Then you have another kicker.
Yeah, Jason Myers, Seattle. They're going against Miami.
Oh yeah, he'll be a good replacement.
Yeah, because Miami, they're not going to get a bunch of touchdowns this week.
Yeah,
they're going to give him the ball.
Okay. Yeah, that might not. Yeah, you're right. Cool. Did some homework on that one too. Pretty good.
Yep.
All right. So we varied away from our normal format. Like I said, we did some injuries. Wanted to talk through some roster stuff. So I'm gonna give Brendan a list of 5 guys to talk through. That's kind of hot on the fantasy landscape. I want to get Brendan's opinion. The first player up, Derek Carr. Dude, they blasted the Cowboys.
They lit the Cowboys
absolutely blasted the Cowboys.
And guess what? They're going to drop 60 on the Eagles.
So I guess the question is, do you feel more confident from a fantasy standpoint about Derek Carr? Because we kept saying he's just up and down, up and down, up and down. But it just seems like he's been up throughout the 2024 season.
He's going to light the Eagles up.
So he's in play.
Oh yeah,
he's a quarterback that has to be. He's a QB1 on your roster. Yeah, I think so too. Big game against the Cowboys. I mean, this man doing Michael Jackson moves in the end zone. You nice if you doing Michael Jackson dances.
Yeah, that's true.
No, yeah. What about DeAndre Swift, the Bears? You don't like it?
I done told y'all about DeAndre.
The Bears don't. I thought the Bears would be a lot better than they are. But honestly, I don't know that they're really using him as best they could.
They are running they're running too much side to side with him.
Really?
I get he's fast, but you can't run side. Every run play that you do cannot be side to side.
Right.
It can't be. It doesn't matter who your running back is. Your running back could be Darren Sproles.
Yeah.
You don't, because you want to run directly through them.
Right.
Because they're going to get tired of attacking you.
Yeah.
Again, it doesn't matter who you are. They're going to get tired of tackling you.
Yeah, I thought they would get better offensive line play because they got some dudes. They got some guys that could play. But week 2, he had 14 carries for 18 yards.
Yeah, that's side to side.
Yeah, Caleb Williams led the team in rushing with 44 yards. It's tough to win in the NFL like that. That's just not a good formula for winning games. But I like to see them get them out in space more screens.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they ran that screen play in the preseason. It looked sweet. We were all, like, super excited. Whoa. But, yeah, I think as far as panicking, I wouldn't say panic just yet. It's week 3. They'll probably get it together. But that was a guy that was interesting to me because I was like, man, the quarterback led him in rushing yards. Stephon Diggs, he's at the Vikings. His old squad, is he in play?
Yeah.
All right, so I have Diggs.
He might get 100 yards.
But this is the thing. Nico Collins is the number one guy.
Nico Collins?
Yeah, he's the number one guy for the Texans. Yeah, it's not, no question about it. He's the number one guy with the Texans. I feel like Diggs is probably, they're going to make sure he has a good game against one of his old teams. And, he started with the Vikings, so he should be in play. Week 2, he only had caught 4 balls for 37 yards on 6 targets. He might triple that against the Vikings. Yeah, so definitely not panicking on Stephon Diggs. Sam Laporta.
I need to be asking you, is this your boy?
That's my guy, man. I would have loved to have gotten him back, but the first 2 weeks of this season hasn't gone right. Yeah. I mean, week 2, two catches for 13 yards on 3 targets. That's not Sam Laporta type stuff, right? Well, there is a school of thought that Jameson Williams becoming more of a pro is taking targets from Laporta. Yeah, I'm not sure where I am on that. I can't say I necessarily believe it, but the numbers don't. You really can't fight it. The numbers say that that's the case. But hopefully, I think if I had Sam Laporta, I mean, when you compare him to other tight ends, each of them have down weeks. Yeah. It just depends on the matchup, but you definitely wouldn't panic or give up on him. He's a dude. This last one, we started talking about the Panthers a little early, but Adam Thielen at the Raiders.
Yes.
How you feel about him?
That's my dude.
Does it change because Andy Dalton's a quarterback?
Maybe. There's only one way to find out.
I like the answer he gave when he was talking. They asked him about Bryce Young.
What did he say?
He said that it's not a Bryce Young problem, it's a team problem.
Yeah.
So big props to Adam Thielen. That was cool. As a teammate, that was like the coolest thing he could have said. And I wanted to put him on the list just to highlight what I thought of him as a person. That was pretty cool. Hopefully it turns into some production for him. But I think I would give him a shot. I would give him a shot.
That's my boy.
Yeah, because I mean, Andy Dalton, he's a pro. It's not like he hasn't seen anything a defense could throw at him. And you got to get it to the most reliable guy, and that's probably going to be Thielen. Yeah. Even though they got Deontay Johnson too, but I would lean towards Thielen. Yeah. Cool, man. We are rolling.
Dang.
All right. Let's get to who you're starting.
Oh, Lord.
This is the part where me and Brendan give live updates on our lineups for the week to start week 3. He's way more confident because he's coming off a win. Who's up? Is it me or you?
You. I went first last time.
All right. So my squad. This is my team for week 3. I got Kyler Murray as my quarterback. Derrick Henry as my running back. Kenneth Walker III. Chase Brown. And my wide receivers, I had A.J. Brown, Jahan Dotson, Stephon Diggs, and Keon Coleman. My tight end was Kyle Pitts. My kicker is Harrison Butker. And I got the Ravens defense. So I got some moves to make, bro. Definitely starting Kyler Murray. He looks good. That might be my best player. So I like him versus the Lions. That's going to be good.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry at the Cowboys. You hate to say it in week 3 that it's a must-win game, but this is a big game. It's a big game because the Ravens can't go 0-3, and the Cowboys definitely don't want to go 1-2. That's going to be a sweet game, but definitely going to start Derrick Henry. I got to keep my fingers crossed. I hope Kenneth Walker comes back from this oblique injury. Yeah. If he doesn't, I'm in big trouble. But hopefully he plays. Chase Brown is not getting enough touches to really, be fantasy relevant at this point. So I don't know. I may have to cut him and try to pick somebody up.
Yeah.
A.J. Brown's going to be out, so I got to find a receiver. Jahan Dotson picked him up for week 2. Got to cut him because there ain't nothing going to happen. I mean, I can't. 1 ball for 6 yards. It's not like he's going to blow up week 3. So he's going to be on the all Band-Aid team. I'll get rid of him and pick up somebody. Stephon Diggs, definitely going to put him out there. Keon Coleman. Not sure, bro. Not sure. I had him in the rookie draft. He didn't even have any. He had one target Thursday night, and that was it. So to me, like if you go in the game, you get one target. You're not a major part of the offense.
no.
So probably keep him on the bench. Kyle Pitts versus the Chiefs. Horrible matchup. Not sure where I'm at on Pitts. It just hasn't turned out good
at all.
I don't know. So may have to make a move on him. So good with Butker as my kicker and the Ravens defense. But other than that, man, I got some moves I got to make. Yeah. So we'll see. I'll be busy in free agency. Might be staying up late tonight.
Uh-oh. I think we somewhat in the same boat because I don't know what I'm going to do.
Really?
I think I do, but I don't.
You're 2-0.
Actually, no, I don't. I think I know exactly what I'm going to do.
You're 2-0.
Yeah. And I'm struggling.
Good. You're 2-0. 5 wins away from a playoff spot.
Yeah, that's true.
You're doing good.
All right. So my two quarterbacks, I have Geno Smith and Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
My running backs, I have Joe Mixon, Jerome Ford.
Right.
Dang, I'm not going to lie.
What?
I've been looking at my receivers. By name, I have the best receiving core.
Yeah, you got some
strictly
good ones.
By name.
You got some good ones. I got
Tyreek Hill, Brandon Ayuk, Devontae Smith, and D-Hop. By name,
we rolling.
By name, I got the best receiver core.
Yeah, 3 years ago, that was a squad.
Trey McBride is my tight end.
That's a good one.
Oh, I know you were mad. That fumble?
The fumble touchdown, I was like, you got to be kidding. I knew it was over when that happened. When that happened, I was like, he's got me. There's no way. There's no way I'm going to win.
I have Jake Elliott as my kicker.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a little strategy. I had the Eagles defense and the Chargers defense.
Right. You said you picked up the Chargers defense because they were playing the Panthers. Yeah. That was smart.
And somebody had I had the Falcons defense. Just somebody had the great idea of dropping the Eagles defense. That's it.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
So you got Jake Elliott and the Eagles defense.
Yep.
We're going to change your team name to the Eagles.
And Devontae Smith.
Oh, I forgot about Devontae Smith. Oh, my God.
Hey, let's not worry about that.
All right. Who you think about starting?
At QB, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Geno Smith been rolling.
Okay, so
they're going to have the ball a lot against Miami.
Right. Oh, yeah. I'm with you. Okay. So, all right, so you got Geno Smith playing Miami, Jaden Daniels at the Bengals.
I don't know.
Which one's going to be more of a shootout?
Probably the Seattle game.
All right, so it's hard to sit Jaden Daniels because of his rushing yards.
And I said that he does not get touchdowns. But as soon as I put him on the bench,
oh my God,
100 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, and 1 passing touchdown.
You got some decisions to make, young fella.
You know what?
That's a good problem to have, though.
I'm keeping my trust in Jaden Daniels.
Bet.
I'm starting him.
I'm not mad. What about your running backs?
Probably going to do the same thing as usual. Start Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon's going to be out.
Oh, he's out guaranteed?
Yeah. That ankle. There's
no way. Yeah,
that was a hip drop tackle.
It did look bad
because he pinned his leg underneath his body and rolled up on him and made the tackle. That was a hip drop tackle. It should have been a penalty. But he actually came back in the game after that. I could not believe it. But
also, maybe it's not as bad as we think it is. Maybe because it did look bad, but like maybe it's just. I'm not even gonna say maybe it wasn't even like a sprain because like you can feel like that you sprained it and then you could just walk perfectly fine.
Dude, it looked bad.
It looked bad. I know because I was watching.
Yeah,
but I was like,
I mean, if you see some NFL dudes in person, it's like you like that's a big dude.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, Joe Mixon is a big, strong dude,
and a dude who tackled him is even bigger than he is.
It was a DB that tackled him, right?
Oh, I thought it was a linebacker.
Nah, it was a DB. He caught a pass in the flat, and he was dragging him, and dude just clamped down and put all of his weight on the tackle. And I'm assuming that's what they call a hip drop tackle.
Yeah.
That would be my definition of it. But it looked bad. But I'm not gonna say. I said he's probably not gonna play. I shouldn't have said that
because he could. But for right now, I'm gonna start Joe Mixon.
Right,
Jerome Ford's gonna be on the bench.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm thinking about that too.
Yeah.
For right now, my 3 starting receivers, as usual, is going to be Tyreek Hill, Brandon Ayuk, Devontae Smith.
Right.
Tight end, Trey McBride. Kicker, Jake Elliott. And my defense might be the Chargers again.
They're playing the Steelers.
Yeah.
That game seems like it's going to be low scoring. Yeah, I would agree with that.
You know what I stand on? I told y'all about my dog Fields. Y'all, listen, look, I be trying to tell people. I be having the sauce. They're like,
not
bro,
the
what are you
Justin
talking
Fields
about?
fan club.
What are you talking
go
about?
Ahead, talk your talk, because
But
you
look,
are a huge Fields fan.
And look, I was right. They won 2 straight games. They 2-0.
You can't sit a guy, he's 2-0. You cannot take him off the field. Because you know what's going to happen as soon as you put Russell Wilson out there.
They're going to start losing.
They're going to lose. And everybody's going to be like, idiot. So, yeah, sticking with Fields, I think, is the right move.
Told you I was right.
Yeah, they have trouble scoring. They definitely have trouble scoring.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean.
Yeah, that's why I'm playing.
That's good if you got Chris Boswell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Chargers, Steelers, that should be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
But, so, yeah, Chargers defense is definitely in play.
Yeah,
that's
and
cool.
I don't know if I said it, but Jake Elliott as my kicker because the Eagles aren't going to get any touchdowns. They're just going to kick a bunch of field goals.
Mm-hmm. All right, so if you look at the schedule, we talked a little bit about, to me, what's the one game you're like, okay, even if, from a fantasy standpoint, just from watching the NFL, what's the game where you're like, okay, I want to see this one?
I'll give you 2 of them. I'll give you one that I need to see, then I'll give you one that's fantasy.
Okay.
Fantasy, Miami, Seattle.
Nice.
Because you do have to figure out what's going to happen with the whole like quarterback switch and everything.
That's a good point.
And how that's going to affect everything in Miami.
For sure. Tua not playing, how does that affect? Good. Man, that's good. That's good. I like it.
And one just to watch. Y'all know I got to choose the Eagles game because I'm.
That's a big game too. That's a big game too because New Orleans, we're high on New Orleans. They look good.
And we're questioning the Eagles.
And Philly, you said it. Go ahead. Talk your talk.
Yeah, we're high on New Orleans and we're questioning the Eagles. So we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going to happen. You know what? I have a prediction what's going to happen. The Eagles going to get blown out. That's what I think is going to happen.
Wow. It's at New Orleans.
Oh.
It's at New Orleans. So.
No, they're not going to get blown out. I think the score might be like 31-27.
With the Saints winning?
Yeah.
Man. Okay. Man, you got me hyped up. I was going to choose a different game, but after listening to you,
hold on.
On my radar, that Baltimore Dallas game is that's huge for me. That's huge for me. That's
both of them cannot lose.
No. The loser of that game is in deep trouble. Trouble.
Dallas is a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas won't be as deep as trouble as you think they will.
If they lose?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be what?
They'll be 1-2.
They'll be 1-2.
But the Eagles will most likely be 1-2.
Right.
And the Redskins will most likely be 1-2.
You the Commanders.
Or Commanders.
Yeah.
My bad. But all of them is going to be 1-2. So that one's a little different.
Right.
Baltimore is really in the boil now.
Yeah, that's
if they lose, they might be cooked.
Yeah, they might be in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it gets to a point where if Baltimore loses and the Steelers win,
oh yeah. Yeah.
You're in trouble, man.
Yeah.
You're behind all these games and it's hard to catch up. Let's see. Pittsburgh is where? Pittsburgh.
They play the Chargers.
Okay, so and they're at home.
And that's a very winnable game.
Yeah. Yeah, so if the Steelers come out 3-0 and you're sitting at 0-3, you're fighting to gain ground in week 4 of the season. That's a long season.
You got to win 4 games.
Yeah, it's like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so we both hyped on that Baltimore-Dallas game. That would be my game from like a football standpoint that I want to watch. The big fantasy game that I want to see is Detroit at Arizona.
I knew you was going to say that. You want to know why? You want to know why that's a good game?
Why?
It's going to be your boy versus my boy.
Yeah.
Sam Laporta versus Trey McBride.
Yeah. That and Kyler Murray's hot.
Oh, yeah.
Can he stay hot against another offensive team that can put up points?
Marvin Harrison Jr., is he going to do that again?
They found him early and often. They went to him.
He said, that's not my job, and he found him quick, too.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. I mean, I know what he meant, but it was
a weird response.
Yeah.
It was he could have worded it a little differently.
For sure. Like, Adam Thielen was definitely, he had Bryce Young's back.
Yeah.
The way that statement came out.
It sounded like he didn't.
It didn't sound like something a good teammate would give you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't mean it like that, but it's just how it came out.
Everybody makes mistakes, but maybe it came out right. But he found them twice. The hot principles. Everybody makes mistakes. That's what the guys at work. That's what the guys at work. Anybody who work with us, they know exactly what we're talking about.
Blame fixes nothing. That's my favorite one.
You're hilarious. All right. What else you got? Anything else? We good?
Nah, that's it.
All right. I think we're going to get ready to get out of here. Episode 3 is a wrap. Be sure to check out me and Brendan on Instagram. We stay on there doing all kinds of stuff. We do IG Live. We post things. So we're at Fantasy Matters VA. The Instagram Lives have been fun. We met a lot of interesting people, had a lot of interesting discussions, But it's been real good. So check us out. Hope you get a win. We'll be back next week.
Peace.